I have a Facebook page called Study in France. Become part of that. I sometimes actually go live and then answer your questions, so make sure that you become part of that. Let's start the video. Alright guys, so I'm sitting here with Mayur. Mayur, first of all, thanks a lot for coming on my channel. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how much, an estimation, you have to spend monthly when it comes to cost of living as a student here in France. Mayur, why don't you just give us like a 20-second quick introduction about you so that people know who this person is, and then we talk about the cost of living part.
My name is Mayur. I'm studying in Schema Business School, Paris, and I've been living here from the past 4 months, and I'm studying Masters in International Business.
Right. Living 4 months, definitely you will have a good idea how much are you spending out every month.
Yeah.
Again, as I said before, it totally depends on the quality of lifestyle you want to live.
Yeah.
Mayur, let's get straight to the point. First of all, let's talk about the list of things where you usually spend money here in France when you're a student.
The accommodation, the most of your money goes for accommodation. Right. Second one is the food. Third might be transportation. The fourth one is your mobile.
Right, like if you have a SIM card.
SIM card, yeah, just SIM card, contract, yeah.
So we'll go one by one now. Let's talk about accommodation. Like when you say accommodation goes like a big chunk of your expense, right?
Yeah.
How much, like when you say that?
How much? So I personally spend 450 euros per month.
Okay.
But then there are students who are living, who are spending 650 euros per month. Or there are some students who are spending just 250 euros per month. Right. So it really depends on where you want to live. If you are willing to share it with someone, and if you are willing to live in the suburbs of Paris, then it's really cheap. Some of them are paying for 250 euros per month. So one room, right. 2 people share it. But in the same suburbs, if you want your own room, then it's around 400 to 500 euros per month.
Wow. Okay.
But you get your own room, but you'll have to share the bathroom and kitchen.
Right, right.
And you might, if you're lucky enough, you might get a big hall also.
Wow. Okay.
But that's only in the suburbs. And suburbs, it's really cheap, and most of them stay in the suburbs.
Why do you have to live in the city, right? When you, I mean,
yeah.
Who doesn't want to live in the city? But the point is, can you really afford it? Does your pocket
depends on how much you want to spend,
right? So
to conclude, accommodation, it's around 250 to 950 euros per month.
Right.
Depends on what you want actually.
And which location you're
and
staying.
which location you're staying in. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Much cheaper when you buy groceries and cook food for yourself.
Right.
Provided that you have the time for it.
Well,
sometimes, yeah, we have like morning 8 o'clock class, and you just can't cook before that.
When you speak about food, right? And when you talk about buying groceries, which brands are there?
I feel Auchan. There's one supermarket called Auchan. It's really cheap, and I think the quality is also fairly good. There's no big difference. I didn't really see it. And usually in supermarkets, when you buy the supermarket brand, it's much cheaper than the other MNC brands like Nescafe.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's same like in Germany also.
Okay, so you can do that.
Right.
And there are few supermarkets that are expensive. Like Casino.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Is it to go and buy cauliflower from Casino?
Yeah, you can go buy cauliflower, but it's going to be expensive. The same cauliflower in Auchan will be much cheaper, more like 30% cheaper.
Understood. So you got which supermarket you can go and buy the food. So give me like an estimation if I cook food at home. How much would I have to spend?
So to conclude again, I might say from 150 to 250 if you cook food every day at home.
What's the other expense?
The transportation. One good thing about Paris alone is it has Imaginaire. Imaginaire is just for students who are under the age of 26, and you should be a student. And then you get a discount, and the discount is 38 euros per month.
Wow.
And you can travel in all sorts of public transportations. Bus, tram, train, metro, all modes of transportation is free. Once you have the card, it's just a monthly pass. That's only in Paris. I don't know. I can't say for the other cities, but in Paris it's like that. And if you're over 26, if you're more than 26 or 27, I'm not sure, but if you're over 26, 27, then you'll have to take the normal pass, which every other citizen takes. That is 75 euros per month.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So if you have
even
a lot
if I have a student card, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it depends on your age. If you are 27 years old and you have a student card, it's not valid.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting, good to know. So, since Paris has like 5 zones,
5 zones.
This ticket works in all 5 zones?
In all 5 zones.
Wow.
Okay, so the last one is telephone. Some apartments have the internet included, so you have Wi-Fi included in your rent. Otherwise, you might. It's better you get a good SIM card which has a lot of data in it, which provide a lot of data. Some students prefer free.
Yeah, because there's a company called Free.
Yeah, there's a company called Free, and most students prefer it because we have Wi-Fi in college, Wi-Fi at home. so you don't really need that much internet.
That's true.
And usually most of the cell phone providers have a free call and free message, but the internet is where they play their games.
That's true. Makes sense. So yeah, how much you said, like 20 euros?
My package is 20 euros. It is SFR, so I get 50 GB per month, and it's all over European Union, not European Union.
Wow.
So Switzerland is excluded.
Yeah. Let me rewind before we say goodbye to them. Accommodation, you said maybe 250 to 950 euro. Depends on what kind of room do you want, which location are you at, what facilities do you want inside, etc. Then you said for food, cooking at home means 200 euros, 250 euros.
Yeah.
Let's say 400 for accommodation, 200 for food, 620 euros for a telephone bill.
Yes.
620 transportation, like 35.
Yes.
You're getting everything done in 750 euros here.
Yeah.
In a month. But it can drastically go high or low.
Yeah, and I'd like to add one last thing. There's something called CAF.
Okay.
That's an important thing. So if I'm paying 600 euros per month as my accommodation,
Right.
The government will subsidize 1/3 the price. So maybe 200 euros.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
But it takes time. So if I apply for CAF this month, I might get it after 2 months, but I'll get it this month, next month, and the month after that. So I will get my money, but it'll take time. It'll take time because
process.
Yeah,
that.
process.
Okay.
Once it starts processing, it's easier, and I get money every month.
So basically, they won't charge you 600 euros. They would take out 1/3.
No. The government pays money to my bank account. So it has nothing to do with the rent. It has nothing to do with the landlord. I get the money and then I have to pay with the landlord.
Right.
And again, it's slightly risky because if your documents are not proper, you might not get CAF.
Okay.
And sometimes you have to follow up. So if you're not, you might lose your money if you're not attentive enough, or if you don't really follow the rules, then you might lose money. And that's a big amount. If you're paying 600 and you're getting 200 euros as CAF.
Back. From the government.
Yeah, from the government. If you're getting back 200 euros and you do a small mistake, like your birth certificate is not proper, or you have not translated it properly, then you're losing a lot of money.
Alright guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. That's it from our side. Thanks a lot, Mayur, for coming on my channel. Now you know how much you need to have in your bank account, and the more the better, right? Right? That logic?
Yeah, the more the better.
Yeah, I wish you guys have a great day, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.